We have Michael and Dan Bergman calling in.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Michael and Dan. How are you?
Hi, Dan, how are you? Glad to be here.
Hey.
My comment is inspired by the long dress.
I put it away.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dan, we're going to go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We're going to take that suggestion very seriously, but Dan, would you be willing in the meantime to stay on the line and help us with a carafe that is a blind glass? Would you be willing?
Sure. The comment I pre-typed, the first part of it applies equally well.
Okay, great. Do you want to read that, Michael?
Okay. Yeah, to figure out what Dan means by the first part.
Okay.
Okay. As a person with autism who has the ability to say words, I frequently say words, especially delicious ones like Parmesan. I have often been told sternly that what I am saying lacks communicative intent. I think that's the territory which breeds resistance to Stein. Mm-hmm. She is not writing fa-la-la like the nonsense in a song, but she constantly refuses to meet our standards for communicative intent. However, I want to say that my spoken words are rich in communicative intent. They assert my presence and my participation in whatever conversation I derail. I am not saying that Stein was autistic. I am saying that her gift is to put words together so that they start to make meaning, and then she veers off before the sentence can become limited.
Dan, damn. Ambrose, grab the mic and respond to Dan, your friend Dan, in any way, shape, or form. And then, by the way, I and several of us who spent the afternoon with Dan not too long ago heard him say Parmesan a number of times. And so I'm hearing that. While he points at the keyboard, Parmesan is in there, and it's fantastic. Ambrose, what do you think?
First of all, I just want to say that I'm always blown away in conversation with Dan. Like, his readings are just so brilliant. I am hanging on to this phrase, communicative intent, and Dan's reorienting that word around presence and derailment. And that's taking me a little bit to a brain within its groove, or when a brain outside of its groove. But yeah, I'm excited about thinking about presence and derailment as a form of communicative intent.
Fantastic. Dan, if you don't mind, stay on the phone a little longer. I'm going to come back to you, and then we'll ask you to hang up so somebody else can call. So hang on.
There's still a remaining fragment to the comment.
Okay, and Michael, will you also send that? I forgot to ask you this a minute ago. Will you also send that to us so we have that whole comment later?
Sure.
Okay. Finish up.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. I can tell you, because I have spent hours thinking about these two words, that if I put my hands gently on your waist, any of you who are out there, it would eventually become a necessary waste. And we didn't have the concept of necessary waste until Stein put those words together.
Beautiful. That's Dan Bergman, everybody.